What's up? It's the Picker Goose
and the College Picker. We're coming at you with the first cross YouTube channel collaboration picking haul video. It's never been done within the YouTube community. First time ever.
Here we go.
Let's do it. The first thing I want to show you guys are the kitchen appliances. Pretty commonly found at your thrift stores. You can find them at your Goodwills. You can find them at your Salvation Armies. You can find them at yard sales. What I have here, these two front ones are Jack LaLanne juicers. A lot of different stuff in it, all the accessories. I haven't tested them yet, but I'm almost 99.9% sure that they work. Put your carrots in here, whatever you want to juice in the top, and then the juice comes out. You can find them pretty much all the time. He flips coffee makers. He's the one that really turned me on to the looking for stainless steel because he was telling me about coffee makers. Stainless steel, it's a finish that looks expensive. You can polish it up, it looks really nice. It's pretty much your top of the line when it comes to kitchen appliances. And the black and the whites, people get them because they usually want them all to match. But I just picked these up. I got this Jack LaLanne for 13 bucks. It came with all the stuff. And I got this one over here for about $5. It did come with just this stupid tool. Completed listing on eBay ranges between $20 and $30. People lose them, they need another one, whatever, they buy them. If they're complete, you can throw them on Amazon, throw them on eBay. You can expect to get between like 40 to like 60 bucks depending on how good a shape they're in. And if they're not complete, you can part them out. Coffee makers. This is a Keurig. It's one of those single serve coffee machines. Corporate America has actually figured out a way to make Americans pay $40 a pound for coffee just by putting it in little single serve container. I think I got this one for like $6 from a Goodwill, and I'll be able to flip it probably for around 60 to 80. Coffee makers all day.
Cuisinart, the stainless steel, those are the ones I find them all the time, and I've never paid more than $10. It's 10 bucks, and I've never sold them for any less than 45. I probably sell about one a week, and I'm not exaggerating. Here's my baby. I use this on my own, you know, and if you were to sell this, you'd probably get 70 to 80 bucks. Keep your eye out for anything Keurig. All right, I picked up this CB radio. I picked it up because the first thing you want to look for is the name brand. This happens to be a Cobra. The other name brands to look for are going to be the Galaxy, which are probably the best, and a Realistics are okay if you get them really dirt cheap. So what drew my attention to this is 40 channels, which is very good. You can also get these in 23 channels, but the 40 channels tend to be more sought after. This is also NOAA, and that just means that it's a weather band. Truck drivers use this in the weather and never been used before. I expect to get about $60 out of this. Really cool find. Look for CB radios. It is a niche market, but the money's there and the market's there. You can do really well with them.
More speed skate. As soon as I see the big wheel, it draws itself to me in the Goodwill. These were 10 bucks. Their brand is Rollerblade. They're actually my size, so I took them for a spin already, and they work excellent. I have them up on eBay right now. Got an offer for 90 bucks for them. Turned it down. I'm trying to get a little bit over 100. The sporting goods, speed skates, super awesome. This is a MyTouch 4G slide. Pretty modern smartphone. It was branded for T-Mobile, but I went on eBay and I unlocked it for like $1. Came from a Salvation Army. It was 50 bucks. I'm gonna get at least 100 for it. If not, closer to 150. This is just an example of the electronics that you can find. It's modern. It's something that I would use myself if I didn't have a little bit better of a phone. I bought this guitar for 50 bucks. I don't know crap about guitars, so Picker Goose is gonna tell you about it.
For 50 bucks, this is not a bad buy. SG model, you can tell by the shape. You see how kind of they both curve on both sides. It's gonna have this type of look. If this was a Gibson, this is going to be something that Angus Young of AC/DC is going to use. Tony Iommi of Black Sabbath. It is an Epiphone, but there is still some demand for this guitar. It can still bring in some good money.
Just grab these sandals from the Goodwill for 5 bucks. They're Chaco. Soles are Vibram, which is a quality sole. Inside, it says made in Colorado, USA. So when you see something that's not just made in the United States, but it's specific to a certain state, that's also indicative of quality. I'm looking to get 30 to 40 for these on eBay.
This is called the Director. Now this is kind of an outdated technology, but there's still demand for this. And this brings stuff from film reels onto VHS tape. This is going to sell to somebody out there who maybe somebody they know passed away or an older person and they have the older technology and they want to make it somewhat modern with the VHS. And this was my gamble of the week. I love the gamble. I picked one thing I don't know about every. I grabbed this for 2 bucks and I expect to get about 40 out of it.
Some of my favorite stuff in the world to pick up is video games. Clear orange console and controller. Finding this in a Goodwill would have been an excellent score for me, but I actually didn't find it. My girlfriend's little brother found it, and I traded him a monitor that I bought at a Goodwill for 10 bucks. I fixed the monitor. I put 2 new capacitors in it, because normally when you find broken monitors or TVs, if they're LEDs, The first thing that go on them are the capacitors. So I fixed the monitor. I traded him the monitor for this because he doesn't really have the use for the N64, and he knows I collect this kind of stuff. So I had $10 invested in the monitor. He had $10 invested in the N64. So we traded straight up. But still, this is an awesome score for him to find it at a Goodwill. I give him credit for that. He found also a bunch of awesome games. But he gave me this console. Props to him. Flea market, $5. Zombies Ate My Neighbors. This is a Super Nintendo game. And it's probably worth about $30. Mario Party 7, got this from a Salvation Army. It was $2.99. This is about a $30 game. Super Smash Bros. Melee, awesome GameCube game. This was $5 from a mom and pop thrift store. Doesn't have the manual, doesn't have that, but it's still about a $30 game. Luigi's Mansion, Goodwill, $5. It's about a $35 game.
This is probably my favorite find. This big box of ties, and I would say probably about 80 to 85% of these are 100% silk. I bought these in a lot. I paid $5 for all of them. Usually some of these are worth between 10 and 15. Some of them are not worth anything. So what I'm going to do is, if it's worth $10 or more, I'm going to sell it individually. And if not, I'm going to sell it in a lot. And I expect to do very well out of these ties. Another way to get items is retail arbitrage. But you want to be careful, because you're at a retail store after all. I got here 6 copies of The Sims 3 on the Nintendo 3DS, all brand new and sealed. And they were on clearance. I got them each for $5. I expect to sell them between 20 to 25, and there's 6 of them. So you can make money out of retail stores, but be very careful. These were on clearance. I got this giant tub full to the brim with Thomas the Train pieces. I got this for $15 at a yard sale. This is great stuff. I run into Thomas all the time. I probably grab a big lot, maybe nothing like this, but something a little bit smaller about once a month. And what I like to do is I like to build up till I have a giant lot, and I think I did it all in one stop.
I also got a nice little lot of clothing. I got some really cool sports apparel in here. Some throwback Boston Celtics jersey. No number, no name on the back. Hardwood Classics, Triple XL. Got this for $10. Oklahoma State Starter XL. Got a cool logo on the side of a guy slinging pistols. Got this for $5. Awesome Oakland Raiders starter jacket. This thing's from the 80s. Lee's name on it, but I'm gonna de-embroider that and then throw this on eBay and see what I can fetch it for. It's got a really cool logo on the back, and it's got like a leather sort of upper. It doesn't have a size on it, but it feels like an XL. I'm gonna New England Patriots throwback jersey, Corey Dillon, or this is size 54. Another throwback New England Patriots, number 54, Teddy Bruschi, size 54 as well. And shout out to Rake and Profits with the Pendleton. High quality shirts. Virgin wool has this one has the elbow leather, and I've been selling these pretty well. The last one I just shipped went to Norway, and it sold for $60 shipped. So for $4, it's not too bad of an investment. I hope you guys enjoyed our joint haul video. First of the kind, revolutionary,
Groundbreaking.
the YouTube famous Picker Goose. Subscribe to the Goose because he knows what he's talking about. He turned me on to the coffee makers, kitchen appliances. There's money to be made, and we hope you guys have a wonderful day.